Well, tonight, brand new concerns surfacing in connection with the Flint water crisis. It has Flint officials taking action today.
This comes after we raised serious concerns about safety, about the corrosive water and fire safety systems inside buildings.
7 investigator Jim Kirchner joins us live now in Flint with a story you're going to see only here on 7 tonight. Jim?
Yeah, as you just heard about the Flint water switch back in April of 2014, General Motors stopped using it because it was too corrosive. They tapped into the Flint Township water system, which is Detroit water. But tonight, there are still concerns about the corrosiveness of the city water. Is it eating up fire safety systems? Could a system clog up and fail to protect a building burning down?
Well, we would look into the fact that it may rust the inside of the system, but then we would have to leave that to the experts.
More on that in a minute. Take a look at corrosion eating the inside of water intake pipes and some Flint fire pumpers. And take a look at the corrosive water coming out of some Flint fire hydrants. Some discoloration is normal when water sits static, but when it doesn't clear up, this is very serious.
That's some concern of ours. And as far as that water coming out of the hydrant, we did experience that. And if we pull up to a hydrant, and we always flush hydrants before we activate them or before we use them at a fire. If that water stays brown or it didn't clean up, then we wouldn't use that water.
And the corrosion concerns extend to inside sprinkler systems like this one in a downtown Flint building. These are supposed to be inspected once a year. But now the fire chief and his people are calling Flint area contractors with an alert. Check them now before it's too late.
We're working with it, and we're trying to do the best we can until we can get a handle on it.
It's a mess.
It's bad. It is. Absolutely.
Now, the chief gave us 2 companies in town who do work on these fire suppression systems. We called them to find out if they're encountering this problem. They have not called us back. A couple of other notes. Governor Rick Snyder was invited to testify this week to a Democratic congressional panel in Washington, D.C. He declined. His office says on Wednesday he will be presenting his state budget. That's why he couldn't go. Also, there are new concerns about health and lead for senior citizens in Flint. What health officials are not telling those seniors, we will tell you coming up next hour at 6. I'm live in Flint. Jim Kirchner, 7 Action News.
All right, Jim, talk to you at 6.